Do I need a property manager? Should I hire a property manager, or can I just do it myself? Have you asked that question? Do you have a property that you manage yourself? Or maybe you're thinking about buying a rental property, whether it's a single property or a large investment property. Have you asked that question? Should you ask that question? Well, let's think about a couple of things first. For you as the owner, do I have the time to manage this property? Do I know what's involved in looking after the property that I want to purchase or the property that I currently have? Number 2, do you have the temperament? Temperament, what am I talking about? What happens when a problem comes up? Maybe the tenant didn't react exactly how you would have. Can you handle the situation? That's a very important question. And number 3, do I have the knowledge? Well, what knowledge are we talking about? Well, we've seen a lot of changes in the market in these past couple of years. So when we talk about knowledge, number 1, you have to know your state requirements on what you can and cannot do with a rental property. Number 2, keeping up with the property. All properties need attention. Do you know what your property needs? Do you know how and where to market your property? Do you know how to vet an applicant for your property? Do you know what laws dictate what's allowed in your application, what fees can be charged? That's our knowledge about the rental property. And I put this out there as a fair question. You may be very well qualified to manage your property. And these items are very important in managing your own property. But what if you've thought about it? Maybe that first question, do I have the time? Well, if I'm busy doing whatever else allowed me to afford to buy this investment property, maybe I don't have time to rent a property. What happens when something breaks and I'm on vacation? Do I want to have to deal with that? What about those accidents that happen in the middle of the night? We're in Florida. We have hurricanes. What would you do with an approaching hurricane? Are you heading out of state? Well, how are you going to take care of the property after the hurricane? These are important questions to ask. We want to make sure that the property is maintained. We want to make sure that we have a happy tenant that is living in the property. If these look to be a challenge, maybe it would be good to interview a property manager. But do you want to hire just the first property manager you talk to? Absolutely not. This is a business arrangement. You need a property manager that you can trust. You need a property manager that's going to look after your property and take care of it because it's an investment. You want it to stay a positive investment. Interview a couple property managers. Maybe you like number 1 and number 3. Maybe you like number 2 and number 4. Find the person that you're comfortable with because you're going into business together. You need a property manager that you are comfortable talking to, a property manager that you can trust. And if you're the person who would rather leave it in their hands, is this a property manager that you are comfortable with that once you give them the property, you know it is taken care of? I encourage you, talk to a couple property managers. Find the person that will be a fit for you. I would love to talk to you about your property and see if I can be a fit for you. My name is Baron McWright with Northeast Florida Realty.